A few years ago, a movie came out called The Imitation Game, which tells the well-known and true story of Alan Turing, a person who, though socially awkward, was a mathematical genius. During the Second World War, he was secretly employed by the British government to crack the unbreakable Nazi code. No one thought it could be done. Not the British, and certainly not the Germans. But despite enormous obstacles, this man was able secretly to dream and design and build a machine that deciphered that impossible code, ensuring victory to a side that otherwise may well have lost the war. He is widely seen as the father of computer science and artificial intelligence. The remarkable thing about Alan Turing was that he was unremarkable, with quite ordinary looks and far less than ordinary social skills. At least 3 times during the movie, the statement is made that sometimes it's the very people no one can imagine doing anything who do things no one can imagine. This should come as a consolation to most of us. Have you ever met an extraordinary human being? I have on several occasions, and I can't say that I was often impressed. But how many truly ordinary people do we come across who astonish us with the extraordinary things they are able to accomplish? I don't mean inventing a computer or setting a world's record or discovering the cure to some disease. I mean the far more extraordinary things, like educating a child, like befriending the friendless, like embracing the outcast, like loving the unlovable, like bringing a smile to a tear-stained face or hope to a despairing heart, like noticing the extraordinary in the ordinary. Most of us here, all of us here, are just ordinary people, concerned with ordinary things. I, for one, would not wish to be anything else. One of the most brilliant human beings of all time, Blaise Pascal, used to say, "Small minds are concerned with the extraordinary, great minds with the ordinary." But we are in very good company, being ordinary people. When the Christ walked this earth and called people to follow him, he seems to have gone out of his way to call the most ordinary people he could find. Ordinary people occupied with ordinary things. Nor did they trade in their ordinariness for anything else, but rather found that in walking the way of the Christ, the way of love, the ordinary was transformed into the extraordinary. The fishers remained fishers, but what they found in their nets was beyond their dreams. They lived as Mother Teresa was to live, doing ordinary things with extraordinary love. That is the way of the Christ. Do what you are doing, but be conscious that you are breathing God, and God is breathing you. Are you fishing? Then fish. But you just might find that what you catch is something more than fish. Are you learning? Are you teaching? Then learn and teach. But you just might find that it is more than mere numbers or words that have entered your mind. Are you sweeping the floor? Then sweep. and you just might find that your life is being cleansed of much more than dust and dirt. Walk, but walk with God, and you will find that you are flying. Work, but put your hand in God's, and you will find that you are creating. Die, but die in God, and you will find yourself beginning to live. Do ordinary things and discover that they have become extraordinary. Be an ordinary woman, an ordinary man in the hand of God, and you will see just how extraordinary you are. One of those no one could imagine doing anything, who has come to be what no one could imagine.